Do you know sometimes when you watch a poster of a movie or the trailer of it and you realize that, okay, this is not going to be good, but I'm going to watch it anyway because the subject matter happens to be something that you're really into? And this is the exact case here. When I saw the poster, trailer, the promotional material of this movie, I knew that this was not going to be good. Nothing looked promising. However, the subject matter is basically it makes the fun of billionaires for how pathetic and horrible people they are. And I was 100% on board with that, regardless of quality of the movie. The movie we're going to talk about is Mountainhead, which is directed by Jesse Armstrong. And I was actually surprised to find out who he was. And we're going to talk more about that later in the video. But basically, the movie is about four friends who have become now billionaires, and they organize this reunion in some isolated mountain resort. And while they're having their get together, the chaos erupts in the outside world. Someone is taking advantage of AI videos and causing some real world issues. And one of the billionaire friend is responsible for this. Like, he owns the company that makes these AI videos. And between all of this, they realize that, oh, we can actually take advantage of each other and gain a lot from it. And that turns into this weird psychological warfare mixed with comedy. And a word like psychological warfare sounds a bit too serious for this movie because it's not that deep, or it doesn't even take itself that seriously. It's supposed to be kind of comedy, kind of satire, that sort of stuff, you know. So the main four characters are these billionaires, and they're your typical ruthless, heartless, horrible people. And from the way they're presented, it looks like they used to be four frat bros together in college or something, and they ended up becoming billionaire. But simultaneously, they are also a bit nerdy, which in theory should make really good cringe comedy, but none of this actually works out. And I think out of all four characters, Steve Carell's character was the worst because he's basically playing dollar store version of Michael. It's like if Michael was slightly more sophisticated and a billionaire, but all of the basic traits are the same. And they even try to do this callback to one of the famous Michael screams, and it just doesn't work at all. And overall, none of the characters had anything memorable or remarkable about them. Even in technical aspects, there was nothing in this movie which was a standout. Sound, camera work, lighting, everything looks pretty average. Nothing was offensively bad or anything, but none of it also felt like a movie. It felt like one of those reality TV shows, you know, where you have a lot of handheld, shaky camera and it is directly like zooming from one person to another and getting close-ups of them. They're just at a dinner table or at kitchen table arguing with each other and trying to make fun of them. It consistently felt like that rather than a movie. And I know it didn't have a theatrical release, but if you are going to make it a movie, make it look like one. It just felt like 2-hour-long TV episode. I mean, once in a while you do get something interesting. The characters are staged and framed in a way that you make notice of and you realize that, oh, that actually works for the scene and that was very thoughtful and nice. But that comes very far in between. Overall, there is nothing from it that was memorable. And I guess one of the worst aspect of this movie is the runtime, because in no world this is the type of movie that demands 1 hour and 47 minutes of your attention. I think it could have easily been half an hour shorter and deliver the same message, because the first entire hour of this movie is just setting up the characters. And I have no problem with that. Recently, I saw Sinners, which did the similar thing. You have entire first half, or even more than that, in the case of Sinners, just setting things up. But that was amazing in Sinners. They put in so much effort every time new character was introduced, every time two people interacted. You were having a really good time. It was very juicy, interesting. But nothing that happens in the first half of this movie is that interesting. It's just four horrible people trying to be horrible to each other. They have this insecurities and consistent dick measuring contest in between. And in doing so, they also try to establish the conflict, which is, as I said, this AI generated videos. These fake videos are circulating all over the internet, and that is having real world consequences, which the movie doesn't even do that good of a job to put enough emphasis and weight on it. And after that hour, when it comes to payoff, it is one of the lamest thing you can find. I don't want to get into too much detail because spoilers, but later half in the movie, they start grouping up against each other and they realize that, okay, we need to do something. And then they spend another 10 or 15 minutes just trying to figure out how to do that. And it is full of awful comedy. And once they figure out, okay, how to do that particular task, they spend another 15 to 20 minutes trying to do that. And all of this turns a bit more physical, and they try to pass it off as a comedy. It's like, haha, see how horrible these people are. But none of this works because I don't remember laughing or even smiling during entire runtime of this movie. And by the end, when the conflict resolves, they try to throw this curveball twist ending that, oh, see, instead of this person got screwed over. But I was so done by everything that I couldn't care any less, and I was just glad the movie was over. Now, the reason why I was surprised to find out who the director was is because I didn't know Jesse Armstrong, and when I looked up, I found out that he has done a similar TV show, which has a lot of fans, and the critics also enjoy it quite a lot. So, in theory, I can see that it is a very good combination of director and the subject matter that he is handling. But unfortunately, none of this actually turns out to be as compelling as it should have been. I mean, the topic of billionaires being horrible people and misuse of AI is extremely relevant and important right now. And considering how many people have this newfound understanding and hatred for this tech billionaires, I think if this movie did a good job, this could have been satisfying for so many people. They could have found some kind of relief that finally someone is, calling it out. And to be honest, while watching this movie, I just ended up having this newfound appreciation for the social network, which is also a character study of the tech billionaire Mark Zuckerberg. I mean, making a movie that is mostly driven by dialogue and character drama already is a very difficult task. And I just appreciate, what Aaron Sorkins and David Fincher were able to pull off with that movie. So coming back to Mountainhead, I don't recommend watching this movie even on streaming. You can find something better to watch. And at first, I didn't care about this movie, but after learning more about the people involved, I was just kind of disappointed because this could have been an amazing movie, but in reality, it isn't. And it kind of shows the way it is falling off in popularity as well. And to be honest, I don't even understand the divisive reviews that this movie has gotten. I can see, at least for the first half, that, some people might enjoy it, some people not. But the later half of the movie is just not good. I don't see what people are enjoying in that. But yeah, if you have watched this movie, let me know what you think about it. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I will see you next time. Till then, goodbye, take care, and have some fun with fiction.